At Spectrum, we know life moves fast. Keep up with the speed, reliability, and security of Spectrum Internet. Celebrate virtual gaming victories and stay connected anywhere with Spectrum Mobile. Spectrum Internet. Switch to gig speed internet and unlimited mobile today. Stay connected with Spectrum Mobile. Internet. Switch to gig speed internet and unlimited mobile today. Stay connected.
Okay, everyone, we just got a blowout of new information. Huge news for Donkey Kong Bonanza. If you're somebody who's on the fence of buying this game or not, you want to pay attention to this video because, of course, Nintendo just wrapped up their big Donkey Kong Bonanza Focus Direct, and there was a lot of talk and discourse online about whether or not this is going to be one of those more stuff that we've seen already from the Treehouse gameplay and nothing really that new learned, because there was definitely that sentiment going around online from, you know, the Mario Kart World Direct. A lot of it was gameplay we saw during Treehouse. Not the case with DK. We learned a ton of new information about this game. Pauline is confirmed, and she's also the mini rock companion that we saw earlier, but she transforms into Pauline. This is definitely Donkey Kong's big Mario Odyssey moment, and I say Odyssey as a comparison because clearly, without Nintendo confirming it, the Odyssey team's fingerprints are all over this project with things like
same clients. Oh, I fixed it, brother.
a co-op mode, the photo mode, even all the customizable costumes for DK. There's tons of new gameplay details, tons of new little snippets, and some big character return reveals that we got from this trailer. So we're going to break down all of this information, but before we do, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your bell notification to join Sunbro Nation if you're new here. And we got the opening of this direct with kind of a look back to the past. It definitely seemed like we were watching some kind of memory of Donkey Kong, the good old times with him and his little rock companion, who we later found out was Pauline. That was revealed actually very early. We did get a look at some Elder Kongs that apparently there's like one of these for each different area you traverse, and I believe that they are tied to the power-ups that we see DK actually have available to him later on, with various different transformations he can go through now in this game. But you know, we start off, we get the confirmation of Pauline. We of course see kind of some similar footage to
What's up, mister?
what we've seen before, but now Pauline is out of the rock shell that she was trapped in and just a companion character. And there's definitely a big focus on music in this game, which Pauline is of course the vocalist for, and she can help you with different musical blasts. And just to get the two-player mode out of the way, which it totally has, you know, just like Cappy can kind of go around and assist you, Pauline can be the assistant this time. Second Joy-Con game supports game share as well, and somebody can blast out different musical notes and things like that off of Pauline to help DK out on his adventure. Of course, we saw a bunch of the different smash anything. Like, that's the big takeaway from the terrain in this game, is that literally everything is breakable. And of course, Donkey Kong just has various different ways he can get through the ground, dig down deep wherever he wants, and sometimes just find entirely new areas from doing that. Like, not only is this feel like a big 3D open world, maybe not entirely open and connected, but, you know, at least open zone at the very least, it also...
Alright, guys. Can't hear with the background noise. What's up, guys? Was a nice disability check coming in. No. Yo, Edgar, thank you for the roses. Much appreciated for the gifts, guys. I know I haven't been live for a while. I'm sorry. I have been chilling. I've been chilling, guys. Back to streaming, guys. Back to streaming.
It feels like the verticality, because of being able to dig down and find new areas in any said map that you are in, it's pretty impressive. Not to mention, we saw a variety of different environments in this Nintendo Direct presentation, which is awesome. Like, the actual different types of terrain and different types of worlds they've created here is excellent. Of course, we have all of DK's various different abilities like hand slap and roll. He can platform around, he can tear off big chunks of rock, throw them into the sides of mountains and things like that, swing around. Like, you're gonna have all types of different controls at your disposal to traverse this game however you want. That is very clear. There's even some spots where we saw like some rainbow rocks that you can actually fly on. They have definitely like a time associated thing with them, but you can hover through the air hanging onto a rock when it is a rainbow colored one. There are softer rocks you can throw into the sides of mountains and cliffs and legitimately make additional platforms for yourself to probably get to areas you wouldn't be able to get to otherwise. A whole host of different enemies were shown off throughout this thing, all with different unique, looking characteristics, various different crocodiles, various different, whale and dolphin almost looking creatures. There's ice zones, there's more fire-based zones, there's swampy rock zones. Like, the variety is here. We did get an up-close look at Cranky Kong and Rambi, which are definitely central
No way I died, bro.
Characters within the story as they're progressing through the world as well. And we got to look at, again, I think it's tied to the elders giving you kind of the power of Donkey Kong's transformation, but Kong Bonanza mode is essentially just Super Saiyan Donkey Kong with, not exactly looks like Super Saiyan or anything like that, but just, literally leveled up DK from every aspect. You can just walk through and break rocks seamlessly, charge up different swings with your fist. When you're in Zebra Bonanza mode, you can literally run on water, run across ice things that would have broken otherwise. So you have different forms and it literally looks like you're running fast. I definitely am a fan of these different transformations. And the ostrich Bonanza transformation, you're flying around the entire world and you're actually able to drop eggs on different enemies, blow stuff up with that. And it just looks like the platforming in this game, the different options with these transformations is honestly going to be crazy. And you do have kind of a stamina bar or something about how long that transformation will last. I did not clearly see the bar going down noticeably, so it makes me think you're going to be able to be in that transformation mode for a while before it actually completely runs out. And sometimes you come across these shining rocks that if you break them, you get Bananergy, because everything is a play on words in this new Nintendo title, and that's basically what charges up that yellow bar. Now, what is not clear is if you have to get it fully charged before you can actually transform, or if it's maybe something that you could go into your new transformation with just half of a bar or something like that. But there's definitely some story and some lore elements missing out there. Like, we know 3 of those elder Kongs right now that we've seen with the ostrich, the zebra, and the actual gorilla himself, and no confirmation of K. Rool or the Kremlings returning in this. It does appear that they are presenting the villains as the Void Company, made up of like Grumpy Kong, Poppy Kong, and Void Kong, and it seems like they're chasing Pauline. So I think DK is indeed protecting Pauline from them taking her. She may have some kind of special power and ability separate from her vocal abilities that is, a bigger central story plot point that we don't know the details of yet. Whether or not this Void Company is working for K. Rool at some point.
Getting you to 1K likes? Thank you, brother. We just died, though. I just been relaxing, guys. Like, I took 2 weeks off.
And that becomes a bigger twist or turn in the story, remains to be seen. But nonetheless, lots of callbacks. I would like to thankfully shout out that Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong are in this game. They are confirmed riding on Rambi. Took me a minute to find it in the trailer, but the live chat definitely helped me out. And yeah, sure enough, you can see them, and they were not featured as central characters or anything like that. I think Nintendo's saving some of that stuff, but because they are confirmed to be in the game, I do think that when you cross paths with them and figure out what's going on with their adventure in this land, that's going to be a cool thing. We did get the answer as well for what these different side-scrolling 2D sections are, and they're basically challenge courses. So there are a number of different styles of challenge courses to unlock different collectibles within Donkey Kong Bonanza. Some of them are in 3D, and you just have a handful that are just straight up classic Donkey Kong Country in 2D. Some excellent looks at things like the minecart and even Bramble Blast background style, you know, thorns. I just can't wait to basically get an opportunity to play certain sections of this game, like a quick blast from the past, literal Donkey Kong Country 2D style platforming for different challenge stages, but then you still have all of this amazing 3D game to enjoy. And this is another area in these challenge modes that they were highlighting, that the variety of different areas that you are in this game really shine through. I'm sure that you're going to be essentially, that they're going to be changed based off where you are at in the map, which, by the way, we got to look at the map system. You know, not quite as detailed as like a Metroid Prime map, but literally like a detailed map that you can see where you're at, where you're going, and all of the different layers to things. It's really cool. Lots of collectibles, and a big thing, we have a skill system for Donkey Kong this time around. So they had things like increasing your maximum health, your punch power can actually level up, so you're going to do more damage per punch with various different stars. Better collecting, where you can basically level up the hand slap range to allow things to come to you further from where you slap at. They highlighted sonar, where that's actually going to, when you hand slap the ground, show you where bananas are hidden within the rocks. It's like a cool little rainbow tease that pops up for wherever a banana's at. And the fact that there's a skill tree in a Donkey Kong game is like freaking sick. You do have the ability to surf on rocks, climb on the sides of walls. Like, just the way that they got you to be able to terrain through this game is really cool. There's collectible fossils all hidden throughout the world.
Good fight, brother.
And this is your currency for your different costumes, which, once again, Odyssey team written all over it, but you can fully customize the costumes that both DK and Pauline are wearing. It does seem like they're going to be on this entire adventure together throughout the game, and you know, Pauline's only trapped in that mini rock form, and probably at the very beginning. I'm assuming that within the first hour you're going to have her unlocked into her regular character, and that's going to be kind of the rest of the game. You do have like fossil map available as well, where you can actually see where fossils are located within a world after you find that too. So for collectors, this is going to have a lot of content, because to 100% this thing and find all the fossils and find, you know, all the different bananas that are out there, I do believe there's going to be plenty to go back and check out. Hours and hours of gameplay in this 3D world. There is a fast travel or teleport system, which they call teleport. Yes, you can go to different zones very quickly. Photo mode intact as expected. The 2-player co-op actually uses mouse controls as an option, which is definitely a fun thing. And game share, providing there's no lag in your connection, looks awesome. Also, the fact that you can share this to somebody else via game chat or locally and have them play as a second player, and you don't have to buy 2 games. There's a carving mode that you have, where you can literally carve out and make your different Kong creations, and I believe share them online and things like that. And we did get some confirmation of Donkey Kong and Pauline as an amiibo, and that this game will support all the amiibo to kind of give you bonus items through in the world that will basically just help you out. Like the example they used is you got like a water ball to help DK actually throw at the side of a mountain that had lava on it, so he could continue to climb up. So big kind of closeout moment was like just a hype put together trailer with some of the music that also sounds incredible in this game. I do want to mention that, like, not only did we get the cool vocal parts with Pauline singing and stuff, but we also got like a ton of throwback tracks that were in the background this whole time from the Donkey Kong Country era games. And you know, it triggered my nostalgia big time. This feels fresh yet very familiar at the same time, and it's pretty clear to me that DK has never had a 3D game of this scale or scope. Donkey Kong 64 definitely being a smaller project in scope than what we have on our hands to look forward to with Donkey Kong Bonanza. So this game is out in less than 1 month, July 17th at the time of filming. Both the game and the amiibo are up for pre-order, so I personally am sold on this, no questions asked. I cannot wait for the next DK adventure. Fresh DK adventure in over 11 years for me personally, should I mention, because I did pick up Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze on the Wii U back in the day. So this one's a long time coming for me. I want to hear from you guys at this point in the video. What little nuggets of information did you notice during this presentation that got you the most excited? Anything that I didn't point out in this video that you feel like is worth calling attention to? Are you sold on this game after seeing the Nintendo Direct presentation, or do you still need to see more from Nintendo before deciding to go ahead and place
So I just got banned. It's a 1-day ban, so it's not a big deal. I wasn't even going to stream tonight. What is a big deal is the reason I got banned. You probably already guessed it. It was a simulcasting guidelines violation. A lot of you guys probably already know this, but Twitch has a clause in their terms of service that prevents you from combining multiple chats on screen. And if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I built a tool that allows you to combine multiple chats on screen. I'm not actually sure if that's the reason I got banned, but if it is, this is the first time I've ever seen this rule actually be enforced. It's not new. It's actually been in Twitch's terms of service for like over a year at this point, but nobody's actually been banned for it until now. You used to not be able to multi-stream at all, but during TwitchCon, not last year, but the year before that, they announced that they would finally allow multi-streaming, but with a few caveats. And can I just say, some of the rules they have are a complete joke. If you actually read the terms of service, they've made it so vague that they could pretty much ban most people that are streaming on Twitch right now. So let's actually read through them so you can see what I mean. The first dot point says, you ensure that the quality of Twitch users' experience of your simulcast is, at a minimum, no less than the experience of other platforms or services. Basically, what this means is you have to stream at the same quality to all platforms, or Twitch has to be the highest quality. So you can't stream on 4K on YouTube, but 720p on Twitch, for example. That's fine. I mean, I think it's bullshit and shows some insecurity on Twitch's end, but it's fine. At least it's a clear rule. The second part makes no sense. Including by your engagement with the Twitch community, for example, via chat. What does that even mean? Does that mean we have to respond to Twitch chat more than YouTube chat? Like, if we spend 75% of our time responding to YouTube messages compared to Twitch messages, is that a violation? What if I get a huge donation on YouTube? Am I allowed to acknowledge it, or would that be too much engagement for you? Like, what is the appropriate level of engagement for Twitch? Like how do you even quantify that? I know at the start of the video I mentioned that I use multi-chat on stream, and that could be a reason why I got banned, but I actually think that's not the reason. I think this is the real reason right here. Last week I went live on TikTok and I did the whole setup on stream so you guys can actually see how I go live on TikTok with OBS, which I plan to make a YouTube video explaining how that's done. And during my stream, I asked my TikTok viewers to give me some gifts so I can test some of my TikTok alerts that I've been building. Gifts are basically TikTok's currency, kind of like Twitch bits, but for TikTok. And my suspicion is the actual act of asking for gifts, which is like revenue on a different platform. That's actually the thing that got me, because there's no way that I got suspended just because I was talking to TikTok viewers too much or thanking too many super chats on YouTube. That would be insane. But again, this is Twitch, so like we really have no idea. After people found out I got banned on Twitter today, someone actually reached out to me. I'm not going to mention who, but I got tipped off that Twitch actually might be cracking down on people that have links to their Kick channel in their Twitch panels. I have no idea if this is true, but supposedly dozens of streamers last week got a warning from Twitch. But whatever the case might be, this all just feels like a huge unforced error from Twitch. They really should just allow multi-stream instead of being hostile towards streamers that actually want to be on your platform. Like, I've been one of the biggest supporters for Twitch, despite all the times that they've shot themselves in the foot for no reason. Like, last week, I got roasted by the entire Kick community because I made a crappy joke about Kick streamers. Like, I actually want to be on Twitch. I'm like one of the few people that actually still supports Twitch. Like, it just seems like the consumer confidence in Twitch is at an all-time low, and it's shit like this that just adds to it. Just remove the clause in your terms of service, and then maybe you'll gain a little bit of support back from your viewer base and the creators that actually want to stream on Twitch. And you know what? While we're talking about equal stream quality across all platforms, you know what? I actually agree with that. I agree with Twitch here. Let's give all streamers the ability to rewind. YouTube does it. Kick does it. Let's give everyone the ability to rewind so the users experience can be equal across all platforms. And don't charge us money because they don't charge you money to do that on Kick and YouTube. How about this cringe right here? You should not provide links or otherwise direct your community to leave Twitch for your simulcast on other services because we value the community on Twitch and the integral role community engagement plays for all Twitch users. This is the only point that kind of makes sense. I mean, if I'm being as charitable as possible to Twitch. You know, like, cringe aside and this whole we care about the Twitch viewer experience, like, ignoring that stuff, like, it makes sense that Twitch doesn't want you leaving to go to YouTube or leaving to go to Kick. They want to retain your viewership, so, you know what, I get this point. This next one, though, this one's insane. You cannot use third-party services that combine activity from other platforms or services on your Twitch stream during your simulcast, such as merging chat or other features, as this excludes or limits the Twitch community from the entirety of the experience of your live stream. This is the one rule that most people know about already. If you stream on Twitch and YouTube, you are not allowed to show your YouTube chat on stream at all. I can't even begin to describe how stupid this rule is. According to Twitch, showing YouTube messages on screen is somehow going to exclude or limit the Twitch community. Literally how? I don't understand this point at all. In what way does showing YouTube messages on screen exclude the Twitch community? What does that even mean? If anything, showing YouTube messages on screen lets your Twitch viewers know what, like, they're included in the conversation. Like, imagine I'm talking to someone on YouTube, like, hey Steve YT, and then someone on Twitch is gonna be like, who's Steve? I don't see a Steve YT over here. Like, I just don't get it. But you know what's even worse? The wording here.
George, hello, what's up, George?
Bloodhounds.
Fetch me that song.
For drama, we smoking nada. Black leather on the jeans and the Honda. Don't compromise, lame brother. Got a couple chains for drama. For drama, we smoking nada. Black leather on the jeans and the Honda. Don't compromise, lame brother. Can I feel the pain? Stay strata.
Blues on me, bitch, I'm toxic. I'm a shorty motion prick, you better watch it.
feeling like I'm so baby, cause I'm on the block. She'll call me daddy, but I'll never call her mom. I'm feeling like I'm doing cause I'm living I got tunnel vision, I need my prescription. Couldn't run it up without me, but they never listen. So on love, I need 100, that's my fucking mission. Your shorty was a duck, she wanna get it kicking. She for the team, don't laugh, it's bad. You're mad you couldn't chase this back. Stick to the team, I never left. We gon' fix it in post, so start it back. Two kings, middleways, going crazy. Linking up with Angel, listen to Summer Shady. Going outside, couldn't beat me lately. Douse my house in gasoline, I'm blazing.
Pull up Alpha Honda, I'm watching. I don't care if you call me a stalker. 3 a.m. I'm outside, I'm walking. Out here starving, I'm just looking for some water. Nova gang, we creeping, yeah we lurking. I'ma ride, I'ma die for my brothers. Hit the gas, then speed off, I'm racing. Ran into a pole, pulled a Paul Walker. I don't care if I'm evil, I'm a scumbag. Walk up in the house like I owned it, cause I'm up next. If you text me, don't expect me to reply back. I don't wanna talk, I'm rather awkward and I'm off track. Shoot a flare in the sky to show some victory. I'ma blow up with all my brothers right next to me. Hit the spot and make it go down in history. Took a pill, I'm shaking, I'm nervous, I'm jittery.
I made my money, made
Join Google Fi Wireless and get $500 off Samsung Galaxy S25 with $200 off instantly. Immerse yourself in its realistic display and effortlessly elevate your portrait selfies with Galaxy AI. Don't wait. Order Samsung Galaxy S25 and save $500.
Did you just have an argument with somebody? Are you beefing with somebody around the block? Listen.
I swear to God, you scared me.
Listen, okay?
My mom lives here.
All right. Listen.
I swear I'm not.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Listen. We believe you. If you have a gun on you,
I don't have.
Okay,
anything.
I'm gonna make sure.
You not about to touch me, dude.
Bro.
I don't gotta touch anything.
Listen.
You're not about to touch me.
Just keep your hands up, dude. If you have a gun,
you're not about to touch me. You're not touching me. This is my mom's house. Why is she on my porch right now?
Listen, because we had a call.
Why are you on my?
Listen,
bro, I'm going in the house, bro. I don't got anything. I swear to God,
dude.
Bro,
don't
get off me, bro. Please, bro, please.
Don't reach.
Please, bro, please.
No,
please, bro, please.
You have something on you.
Please, bro, I'm trying to get out of school, bro. Please, let me go, please. I don't have anything, bro. This is my mom's house. This is my mom's house.
All right,
please.
here. Relax.
Please, bro.
Listen,
it's my mom's house, bro.
you,
Why are
man.
you grabbing me, though?
Relax.
This is weird. It is weird. Please, bro.
You have a gun, dude.
Please. Please.
You have a gun.
Isaiah. Get our mom. She in the house.
Okay.
She's literally, bro. Okay.
Dude,
please let me go. Okay.
We're gonna let you go.
Dude, please let me go. Okay.
No,
but
you gotta put your hand. You gotta put your hand up. Stand up.
Please, bro.
Stand up.
Please, bro.
Stand up.
Let me go, please. Please let me go.
Has he got his keys?
Please, I don't have anything. Please let me go. Please.
Stop.
I don't have anything.
Dude.
Please let me go. Please. I don't have anything.
Stand up.
Please.
Stand up and we will. Stand up.
I'm saying.
I'm helping you up, dude. Man, you make it so complicated. Stop. Stop moving.
But why are y'all grabbing me though? That's weird. Grab your phone.
Here it is, right here, dude. Don't grab it. No.
Why would I grab anything, bro? I'm not even like that. Y'all just want to put me in jail, and I don't even be out here. This is my house. I literally walk to the store and back home every day. And y'all talk about arguing with somebody. Who was I ever arguing with?
All right, listen. I just put these cuffs on you.
Okay, but can y'all could have did that respectfully though. That's weird.
You ran, you jackass.
Well, where? This is my mom's house. Do you not know where I live?
God, dude.
You're in.
How old are you?
I just turned 18. I swear to God.
Okay. Well, you can go down to big boy jail.
I'm not even disrespectful. I swear to God, I'm not.
If you would have just listened, it would have been all over.
I thought you was really just trying to shoot me. I swear to God.
We even have our guns out.
But the way you acting like that's weird. Like, I swear to God, I'm scared of stuff like that.
Okay.
You know why? Because you had a gun on you. That's why you were scared. Do you have an ID on you?
I don't even try to harm people. I never tried to do anything to nobody ever in my life before. I've never even been to jail before, never even been in handcuffs.
Okay. But if you would have just listened, that's the problem. Just listen.
I got scared when you start yelling, you start coming on.
No one yelled. I asked you if you had a gun. You said no, and then you were trying to run inside.
Huh?
The dude I see walking down South Street.
Yeah. I'll get it before me.
Is your mom home? Hey, is your mom home?
She's literally just coming back from work. That's why I'm sitting on the porch. I don't even know why I ran to if I didn't.
You try to run in the house, goofball.
Should we have that card info?
Yeah. Maybe not.
Well, this is what I just put out.
We'll go to services. What's your, you know your soch? Huh? No? Oh. What's your last name? Which?
Hold on. Wait. If you were detained at any San Bernardino juvenile detention facility, such as High Desert or
Car 6 Elites. Who is it? Dudley. Which one's that?
You got him with a gun last year. In the car. He said his name's Isaac Dudley and his other brother's name Isaac Dudley. That his name's probably not Isaac Dudley.
My name is Isaac.
What's your birthday?
No, he's probably Isaac Dudley.
The other one's probably not.
What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. Was this the one with the 3 cars?
The three in there.
Car 6 Elites.
Car 6, you're online, sir.
That's his twin brother.
Yeah, who is that kid?
No, it's twin brother.
He was the front seat guy, wasn't he?
No, he was in the back seat. You? You was in the back seat.
Was he? I think he was front seat.
You were front seat passenger on that?
I'm not even a kid that you got him.
I'm not saying you were. I mean, you were pretty straight. But you remember that stop, and we were pretty cool and pretty legit with you guys, right?
Hey, but I'm saying right now, you acting a little bit hostile.
You just tried to fight with us with a gun, dude.
Hey, go to Lee's real quick.
Right next towards you. Why? You wouldn't get scared.
Actually, you're on 2?
Yeah.
Car 6 of services.
Spell your first name.
What's up? Yeah. We found him. Probably tried running in and had to grab him and wanted to. Didn't really fight. Just didn't want to.
Just didn't want to listen. He just didn't want to put his hands behind his back. He had his hands.
Why would I have to lie you on my dead gritty with me?
You did lie.
What up?
You did lie. What are you talking about, dude?
We got him with a gun last year.
Yeah.
Maybe you weren't charged.
He admitted to it. Oh no, he didn't have it.
The other two got.
No, yeah, you didn't have it on you. Why would you have one now?
Did they ever activate that? Yeah, he said his mom lives here. Hey, did they reactivate that call?
I don't know, man.
Well, find out so I can send him over to talk to this dude.
Hey, I'm gonna read you your rights though. I gotta read them just to say I read them. All right. You have the right to. Hold on, man. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any question if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand that? So what you got this gun for? Where'd you get the gun from? You bought it off somebody in the street? Cover 6. You ever shoot it?
Hey, go to Leeds and run this.
The gun? Did you ever shoot it? Huh? You never shot a gun? So why you go get one? So what's the beef that you have with some dude up here? Something about talking about your mom or something, or you were talking about his mom? I don't know. I mean, obviously we got called out here for you, dude. No, I swear to God. How did that?
I could see it, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it.
Huh? He said like you lifted up your shirt and. I don't know.
You don't want to talk to us.
Huh? I don't know. He just said, did
you pull a gun on somebody? Alright.
Everything goes well.
I didn't say you shot it. Fuck it, dude. Did you read his rights too? Alright.
Said about caller said that Bale's mother. Did you say something about somebody's mom? Did he say something about your mom? Did he say something about your mom?
I automatically assume like the way y'all like frustrate yourself.
Who's frustrated?
Like the way he came, he was pretty frustrated. He was mad.
Cause you lying. Cause you were lying.
How am I lying? Okay, I lied.
Did I ask if you had a gun on you?
Yes, sir. I did lie.
That's a lie.
I was about to tell you they got a gun on me.
Someone that just carrying a gun, they should tell you. No, it's not. All you had to say is, dude, yeah, I got a gun, man.
Well, that's scary. I never been.
Okay, man. All right. With what guns that were in our holsters?
sounds like what she was able to say, Joyce is her wife, that it's the perpetrator.
My wife is here in town.
I came outside the room. And I saw the lady walking by with cooler blood everywhere. And she had a knife on her head.
For murder.
And murder for who?
I think you know who.
It's December 2018 at a motel in Conyers, Georgia, when police receive a disturbing 911 call that would lead investigators down a twisted trail of scorned lovers, secrets, and murder.
What's going on there?
Okay, I have a room 114. Somebody's screaming and hollering, and he has a bloody hands I can see outside. I'm in the front office. Can you send somebody immediately? Can somebody come out with a green t-shirt, green shirt with a stabbing? I think it's a stabbing. Can you send somebody immediately, officer? He's walking on the backside.
We're sending someone. You said he has a bloody hand?
He screamed somebody, he shot at some lady or something, and the one lady is walking backside to the wood, and she's making turns.
Do you know what they're wearing? What's the male wearing?
Yeah, she's the female. She has a... it's a gray Nissan pulling around. It's a black gray Nissan. It's a gray Nissan is pulling out. Which way is pulling out? Pull out there. You didn't pull out there. Just go your way to the left. Okay, that's a lady.
And the male, did you actually see any physical wounds on him, or that he was just bloody?
Huh? Yes.
Did you see if the male actually had a wound on him, or if he was just bloody?
It's a bloody. Yeah.
Where was the blood coming from?
It's going this way.
Where did the blood come from?
Her body. Come on.
Okay, what part of the body is what I'm trying to figure out?
I didn't go to room yet. I cannot go to room.
Was he holding himself in any particular part?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was the male holding himself in any particular part?
Wait a minute. What happened, baby girl?
No. You don't want her to talk. You don't want her to talk.
She's just bleeding real bad, officer.
Okay.
Somebody stabbed her.
Where is she bleeding from? Where is she bleeding from?
I think from the chest.
From the chest?
Yeah, from the chest.
And where is she at right now?
She's right here on the floor, right there in front of 114.
So she's in the lobby or in the room?
No, it's a young lady.
Officers waste no time rushing to the scene.
Okay, where is she? Right here, ma'am. 598 radio. Go ahead. I'm gonna need. All over. I don't know where. 98 radio. You gotta start me EMS. They can come in. She's bleeding profusely from the abdomen. I see the knife.
First responders find the victim, later identified as Rosalind Lewis, with what a medical examiner would later determine to be 34 stab wounds.
Who did this? Shanice? Who? Joyce? Okay, Roz, listen to me. You've got to hold still for me, okay, sweetie, until I can get some help here, okay? I know you hurt. I know, honey. I know that you're hurt, but I've got lots and lots of help and lots of people that are going to come help me with you, okay? But the best thing I can do for you right now is just hold you really still. I know that you're hurting. I just need you to take some very slow, deep breaths, okay?
In through your nose, out through your mouth.
Go ahead, 15. Hey, listen, I need you to hold still, okay? I have one. I just need to stand by until I get help. Hey, just hang tight, okay? Hey, Roz, I need you to keep breathing for me, okay? You hear me? Roz. Roz, I need you to keep breathing for me, okay? Joyce. And Clay, I got a knife in there. Hey, Roz, we got you some help. I need you to stay awake, okay? You said it's Joyce? Do you know Joyce's last name? Huh? Pelzer? Okay. Who is she to you? She's your wife? Okay.
In her last breaths, Rosalind identifies her assailant as 47-year-old Joyce Lewis Pelzer, her soon-to-be ex-wife, who prosecutors would allege is not new to this sort of thing. In September 2011, Joyce's former lover, Shondell McLeod, mysteriously vanished. The missing woman's family and friends would later point the blame directly at Joyce, after they said Shondell had recently ended an abusive relationship with her. Furthermore, police said Joyce had an outstanding arrest warrant for threatening Shondell with a knife 2 months before her disappearance. But that case would go cold for nearly 7 years, until, as they say, history starts to repeat itself.
My wife is here in town. She threatened me a few weeks back here.
Your wife?
Yes, my wife.
Okay. So that other thing is not having nothing to do with a woman.
Yeah,
that's it.
Homicide documented.
Yeah, because there's some stuff going on in Atlanta with my wife.
Is there handling it?
Yeah.
And she needs us to document it.
That's 66D. Tell me what's going on, man. I'm sorry.
I know, you're fine, baby. Okay. A few months ago, I left my wife. She was cheating. Long story short, I left. Turned off everything, and the woman that she was involved with said that when I turned everything off, she went ballistic and saying how much she hated me. She wanted to knock me off and kill me and all this other fine, Danny, okay, whatever. You know, I'm like, at the end of the day, that was your choice, and I'll deal with it. And I'm sorry, let me turn this off. My hands are shaking. I'm sorry, because this is just really far-fetched for me right now. Okay, long story short, I've been here taking care of my father. He's sick in the hospital, and she knew that I had came here because before I left, she knew I was back and forth coming down here, what have you. And what happened was, probably a couple of weeks, maybe about a month ago, I was here, and I went to Boulevard, and I talked to her that night, and I said I was there at the casino, and she was like, well, I need to see you, and I was like, no, you don't. You know, I haven't been seeing you, we don't need to see each other. Say she wound up coming down anyway, and she went to Boulevard, and I had already left, and that was about 2:30 in the morning. And she called, she said, hey, I'm here at the casino, where are you, what room are you in? I said, well, I'm not there anymore. I said, I'm at my parents' house, and she was like, oh my God, I'm tired, I'm so tired, you know, can I just come there and rest till in the morning, and I'll leave before your father gets up? And I was like, I was kind of hesitant, but I still went on and gave her the address, and so she came down, she got back here about 4 o'clock. She got here, we talked for a minute, she was saying how much she was sorry, how she wanted to make things work with the marriage, what have you, what have you. I said, no, how about just go to sleep, because I'm tired of talking, all this other. So in the meantime, she went to sleep, I laid down on the sofa, because I have a sofa in one of the bedrooms, and I guess when I went to sleep, she actually went through my bags, and she stole my passport. I guess to keep me from going out of the country, what have you, because I had planned a trip that I was taking. And that next morning, when she got up, and I was up, she was talking again, and I was like, Joy, the marriage is over. And she jumped up, and she said, so she had her hand behind her back, she said, do you know I could kill you and your family right now?
And when was that? When did she say that?
That was when, probably, I don't even think it's been a month.
Okay.
Probably 3 weeks ago, because I've been so much back and forth here. I think it was about 3 weeks ago, because I've been back and forth from here to Atlanta so much, I forget in the weeks. I think it's about 3 weeks ago. And I told her, I said, if you decide to shoot me, you make sure my black ass is fucking dead. Make sure I have no breath left in my body, because if you don't, I will get you back.
You heard that right. In August 2018...
What are we listening to? Body cam.
4 months before the incident, Rosalind reported that her wife and suspected murderer allegedly threatened to kill her, among other alarming instances. Prosecutors would later allege that Rosalind had worked with Joyce years prior to help kill Joyce's former girlfriend, Shondell, while Joyce was having an affair with Rosalind, who now tells police Joyce was caught cheating on her. But as months pass, and despite filing for divorce, the pair apparently reunite. 2 days before Rosalind's death, Joyce is caught on the motel surveillance cameras checking in at the front desk. She then walks to her room to turn in for the night before emerging the next day, now 1 day before the murder. She returns hours later with a case of beer and heads back to her room. The next day, Rosalind arrives at the motel and can be seen walking towards her demise that would take place just minutes later. Joyce is then caught again on cameras after allegedly carrying out her attack, exiting the room, walking down the sidewalk, and running to her car before speeding off. We'll catch up with her later.
And by the way, what do the body cams that we cover prove? Maybe that the world is unpredictable, and I'll tell you what, with that in mind, having a great lawyer matters, and that is where our great partner and sponsor Morgan & Morgan comes in. This is a firm with over 1,000 attorneys. You know why they have so many? Because they win a lot. In the past few months, Morgan & Morgan secured a $9.3 million verdict for a car crash victim in Florida, a $5.6 million verdict for another car accident victim in Atlanta, and not to mention $1.8 million in Kentucky after insurance offered them a mere $5,000 in that case. And even if you think your case isn't worth millions of dollars, why not start a claim and fight for what you deserve? Morgan & Morgan makes it so simple. You can start a claim from your phone in just 8 clicks. So if you're injured, you can easily start a claim at forthepeople.com/LC bodycam channel, or click the link in the description and pinned in the comments.
BH is dead right now, guys.
Back at the scene, first responders continue trying to piece together what happened.
Sounds like what she was able to say, Joyce is her wife, that is the perpetrator. So we just need to collect any documentation we can to satisfy that statement. You did good, girl.
Thanks.
It's tough.
Meh.
There's a lot to deal with.
Well, yeah, but you only really have one choice at that point, was to keep her alive.
Thank you for the 2 roses.
I'm soaked in blood. That's not a good feeling.
So once we get you photographed and changed, go get your decontamination kit. Do what you can.
Can we see if we can find her ID real quick for...
Can I look?
I wouldn't even know where to start, but yeah.
Are we okay to look?
Just obvious places so that they can know about medical issues.
Hey! Hi! Hi! You're okay. No, stop. All right, killer.
You got that, driver?
I think we're gonna need animal control.
What kind of dog is it?
579 radio.
A small one? That maybe like a Chihuahua or something?
Animal services are called to take care of 2 small dogs found in the room. Meanwhile, other investigators check in with a few witnesses. Let's see what they have to say.
Loud screaming? Okay.
Then when I finished putting the mirror up, when I came outside, there was the lady walking by, full of blood everywhere, with the knife on the hand.
You say once you finished it up, you went outside and you saw the lady.
I came outside the room. And I saw the lady walking by, full of blood everywhere, and she had a knife on her head.
Where were you?
Right here.
Now, where were you? What building? How do y'all name? This is the first building. The second building is.
She was holding a knife in her right hand.
And the building where I was at, the third building, 149.
Okay. Was she a white female, black female?
Black female.
Black female.
You said building 149. That's the male.
Next, investigators get a chance to talk to one person in a neighboring room.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, baby.
trying to see something.
Well, I mean, we're investigating a murder at this point, so we need.
The lady died?
Yeah. So we need any help we can get.
Bad hits, bro.
I mean, I was out there trying to keep her talking. You know what I'm saying?
After she was stabbed?
Yeah, I was out there for a while doing that. My baby girl.
Hey, sweetness.
She was asleep, so I was out there doing that right there. But basically, all I saw was when it happened. You know what I'm saying? I went out the door, you know, when she got stabbed. But when I came out the door, she walked right by me, looked me in the face.
What prompted you to come outside?
I heard my man, the maintenance man.
Okay.
I heard him because it was so close to me. You know what I'm saying? And when I hear something like that, the first thing I think about is my child. So I'm gonna step outside and see what's going on. I come to the door. I couldn't see the broad laying down at first when I stepped out. But I heard her saying, somebody tried to kill me. She tried to kill me. I heard her saying that. So I stepped out a little bit more. He was standing right there with the walkie-talkie, talking. And when I stepped out a little bit more, I saw her laying at the door. And at that time, it had just happened because the broad walked right by me.
Witnesses describe hearing screaming and seeing a woman carrying a bloody knife from the scene. Suddenly, a trooper with the Georgia State Patrol locates the suspect's car, and the chase is on.
My favorite rapper follows you on Instagram. Nice.
Joyce weaves around traffic on a stretch of highway, but troopers are right on her tail. Seconds later, Joyce's joyride is about to come to an end as the suspect appears to pull to the side of the road before accelerating again. That's when the trooper deploys a pit maneuver and sends the dangerous driver into a tailspin. Troopers then surround Joyce, who allegedly raises a gun at officials, leading to multiple rounds being fired and sending Joyce straight to the hospital. A later search of the vehicle would uncover a blood-soaked case of beer, handwritten notes, and a torn picture. Another search of a storage unit connected to Joyce would uncover other disturbing details, like this book titled What I Do for Love, which depicts a person holding a knife. Days later, investigators decide it's time to ask Joyce a few questions. Let's see how that goes.
You sound like a robot.
Okay, but you can hear something.
And I know I sound like one to me too.
Yeah.
I can't really see you so good.
Okay.
And I can't hear you too good.
Okay.
But I know you're trying to talk. But I don't understand.
Okay. Well, I can hear you good, so that's good. I want to make sure you're comfortable, though. Are you warm enough?
I just don't understand. I can't understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I don't even understand what I'm saying because I sound so weird to myself.
Okay.
I don't sound like myself.
Well, I can understand you, so you're speaking very well, so that's good. You're speaking very well, very clear, so that's good. I can hear you.
Do I sound weird to you?
No, you sound okay. I mean, I've never talked to you before, so I'm not sure how you're supposed to sound.
Do I sound normal?
Yeah, I think so.
I sound like a robot.
Oh, that's okay. Why you got a tear coming down your face? Are your eyes hurting at all?
Huh?
Your eyes hurting at all? Can you see me okay?
They doing what?
Well, you had a tear running down. I just wanted to make sure you're okay. See, there goes another one. What is it that hurts?
Huh?
What is it that hurts? Are you in pain?
What?
Yeah, like up here.
All up there in my legs.
What's wrong with your legs?
In my legs.
Okay.
It hurt.
Really? Here. I know your hands hurt too. How's that coming along?
Huh?
I'm just looking at it. It's pretty swollen, huh?
I was driving. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you were driving. I'm sure they were just trying to help you.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm a CNA and a patient care technician. So I don't know.
Okay. You're saying you're a CNA and a patient care technician.
Huh?
You're a nurse? Okay, so you know what they're supposed to be doing.
Huh?
So you know what they're supposed to be there to help you. See, you're crying again. What is that about?
Was I nervous?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know what she said.
Oh, okay. Do you understand where you are now?
Huh?
Do you understand where you are now?
I don't know what you said.
Okay.
You don't know where she at?
Who are you?
So I'm Sergeant Lucas. I work with Conyers Police Department.
You work for Conyers?
Yes, ma'am.
Police Department?
Yes.
Well, you work for a nice police department.
Yeah? Well, that's good. What makes you say that?
Where I live?
You said, I work for a nice police department?
I lived in Conyers for a little while.
Did you? Okay.
And I moved back to South Carolina.
Okay.
And then I have been doing traveling nursing.
Yeah? Sounds like a good job.
It is. I've been doing it all my life.
Yeah. Good. Well, I want to talk.
I hope I can get back to it. I don't know.
Yeah. Sound like you had a lot of good things going for you. You had a lot of good things going for you. That sounds like a good job.
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk to you more about why you're here. I want to talk to you more about why you're here.
Why I'm here?
Okay. So you do have warrants, okay?
I have warrants?
Yes, ma'am.
For?
We have, so the deputy read you your warrants yesterday. Do you remember? Do you remember the deputy read you warrants yesterday when you got here?
The deputy by East Point?
No, here, Rockdale. Do you remember him reading your warrants and why you're here?
Here?
Yeah.
A deputy here?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I saw him reading your warrants. It was right after you got brought in the...
I hear you.
Okay. Well, you're doing good.
I think this ear, man, he can hear you.
You think this one better than this one?
Might be better.
Really? Okay. Well, here. Here. Alright. Is that okay? Here's that water too now if you need it.
Oh, my whole bottom.
Your bottom hurts?
It's okay, my whole bottom hurt.
Yeah.
It ain't you. I have to figure it out. It's been like this for days.
Yeah.
So I got a warrant from a deputy at East Point.
Really? What's that about?
Her. You said I got a warrant from a deputy at East Point.
No East Point.
Okay.
No. So, before we get into talking about why you're here, obviously, you're here, you're in custody, you're in jail, so I need to make sure you understand your rights.
Who?
Your rights.
My rights?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, before we go any further.
Okay.
Is that okay? So maybe you can read along with me if you're having a little difficulty hearing. You can read along with me. I mean, you said you're a nurse, so I'm sure you can read and write. How much school did you go through? Did you go to college or just high school?
Did I go to Florida?
I'm saying schooling. Did you graduate high school?
Did I try to go to Florida?
Mute the mic, why?
I know. Okay, can you read this?
I can read.
You can read, okay. So I'm gonna read this along with you and you can follow along, okay? So this is a statement of your Miranda rights, all right?
Mute the mic.
The investigator reads Joyce her Miranda rights and asks if she'd be willing to talk about the case.
So these are a waiver of your rights. Understanding these rights, are you willing to talk to me today?
Okay.
Okay. I know it's kind of, are you right-handed or left-handed?
I can write.
Okay. So you are right-handed?
Oh! Yo, Dragon Claw PK. No way. Trust me. Dude, that's my first ever Dragon Claw PK in a while. What was he thinking, guys? Good fight. Aha!
Oh my gosh, bro! Come on, man! I freaking ate! I freaking ate, bro! Dang nabbit, man.
So what they saying?
Just saying yes, that you're willing to talk, that you want to talk to me.
That I want to waive?
No, that you want to talk to me.
That I want to talk to you?
Mm-hmm.
You have the right to remain silent.
Why'd you go so dumb, bro? Man. They should wait.
I don't want to give up my rights.
Okay. Alright, well, so we went through them and you said you do want to talk.
I wish I could hear you, man.
You can hear me sometimes you can hear me.
Huh?
Sometimes you can hear me, you've been responding.
Yeah.
And you said you did want to talk.
I heard it so bad.
Okay. So do you want to talk or do you want to think about it for a minute?
Do I need who?
Do you want to talk to me today?
And you said give up my rights?
If you do want to talk to me without an attorney present, then I would like for you to sign just saying yes, you'll talk to me today. But that is your decision.
Without a who?
Without an attorney, without a lawyer present?
Yeah, I don't have one right now.
Okay. Do you want to talk to me without one?
Are you an attorney?
No, ma'am. I'm the police. I'm Conyers Police.
You Conyers?
Yeah. I'm an investigator.
Deputy?
Well, investigator with the police department.
So you said I'm here because I have warrants?
Yes.
Here in Conyers?
Yes.
Okay. Here in Conyers.
Do you understand what happened?
Huh?
Do you understand what your warrants are for? The warrants, do you understand what they are for?
A standing who warrant?
Do you understand what your warrants are?
A standing?
No. Do you know what your warrants are?
Do I know what is on?
What the warrants are for?
No. How many of them?
You got two. You got 2 warrants.
2 warrants?
Yes. One for aggravated assault.
Okay.
And one for murder.
And murder for who?
I think you know who. But I need you to let me know if you want to talk.
What's up?
Do you want to talk? Yes? Do you want to waive your right to have an attorney present?
Think about that.
You want to think about it? I'm going to let you sit here and drink some water, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to think about it? Okay.
Joyce is left alone for a few minutes before the investigator returns.
All right, Joyce? You okay? Did you get any sleep last night? Not really.
My head hurt.
I bet laying on that floor.
Huh?
Laying on that floor hurts, I'm sure. So, hey, I gave you time.
I think I need to get an attorney. You talking about murder? I ain't killed nobody.
Okay. Okay.
Joyce asks for an attorney and abruptly ends the interview. She later pleaded guilty to the charges related to the 2018 death of her wife, Rosalind, and was sentenced to life in prison. While serving that life sentence, Joyce was additionally found guilty of malice murder and felony murder in connection to the 2011 disappearance of 35-year-old Shondell McLeod. Investigators said that despite an extensive search of the area where Joyce admitted to burying Shondell, her body was never recovered. Nevertheless, a jury found Joyce guilty of the crime, and she was sentenced to a second life term without the possibility of parole.
Crazy. Yo, Avery, I'm in Steezy. Thank you for the follow, brother. What?
How actually busted? Like, was it? I mean, it was like bleeding enough to get on my shirt, like, because I was holding her like this, and I was like, Jesus Christ, what the?
Do you think someone could commit murder, then calmly sit next to the victim's body and wait for police to arrive?
Well, Haley's deceased. What? What the are you talking about? What? Didn't you know that? No, what the I did? Why the would I know that? Asshole?
Meet Brooks Cleary, a boyfriend, and the prime suspect in a case that shocked an entire Texas town.
She's my everything! Honestly, I'm so sick of you. You just told me my fiance's dead, and then you're like, I've seen tears come out of your eyes. You just told me my fiance was dead, and you want to tell me I'm not being honest? You're loathing me. You go shut the up.
Why not?
Police arrived at the apartment and found Haley Johnson unresponsive. She was dying, while her fiancé Brooks sat nearby, covered in blood. No panic, no attempt to flee, just waiting.
Weapons right there. Okay, what's going on? Shells on the ground next to it. Possible gunshot to the head. Oh. With a shotgun. Perfect. Alright. Alright, man, come here. Yeah, stand up. We did a quick look on him, we didn't see anything. Face this way. Turn around, face. No, sorry, I was trying to put my vape. Put your hands on your back.
Dude, I meant to eat, bro!
Okay? Yeah, that's fine. So move your arms. Any weapons on you? No. Do you mind if we search you? Yeah. Alright. What is the issue? Oh, geez. You alright? Right. Yeah, I'm alright. So that's your fiance inside? Yeah. Alright. So right now you're being detained until we can continue our investigation. Okay? We'll probably have some detectives come out that's going to want to talk to you, okay? Alright, have a seat there for me, okay? Oh, jeez Louise. Alright. Alright, watch your leg real quick. He hasn't said anything. I haven't questioned him. No. I'm not.
So when they found her, they just rolled her over. The shotgun was underneath her, and they touched nothing but the shotgun and the shell.
Okay.
They had gloves on, okay?
All right.
Where was he when we first came up?
Sitting right next to her.
Sitting right next to her?
Yeah. Okay.
He seems pretty hysterical.
In the interrogation room, Brooks was fully cooperative. He swore there were no gunshots that day. Officers said nothing, just quietly swabbed his hands for gunshot residue.
So what this is just a little residue kit. We're just going to swipe your hands. It takes 10 seconds to swipe each one. Okay. And it's part of our protocol when we have an investigation like this, alright? Well, what? No gun went off. Like ever. So I'll object you here to talk about everything that happened. We'll have some questions for you. Yeah, I was just confused by that. Yeah, it came out as a medical call, so yeah. But like I said, as part of our protocol, when we have an investigation like this, it's like a quick swab. It's painless, and we'll be in and out. Right. And after that, we'll be back in here to ask some questions about everything that happened tonight. Okay. Is my fiance okay? Because I remember she was bleeding a lot. It got all over my shirt. Yeah, well, just give me I'll discuss all that. Okay. All right.
He started sharing their love story, for years together, deep feelings, no reason to hurt her, a relationship that seemed perfect. But what Brooks didn't know was that Haley was already dead. He kept talking as if she were still alive, a mask cracking.
Haley, that's your fiance? Yeah. How long you guys been in the same apartment together? About almost 4.5 years. 4.5 years? Yeah. Have you guys moved from one apartment to another apartment, or 4.5 years? Yeah, it was literally right across the road that we moved from. So it was an apartment that was smaller than ours right now, and we moved to a bigger one. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah. So, how do you guys meet? How do we meet? I met her through my friend Mazda. Mazda? Yeah. Yeah, the car. Okay, how did you and Haley get along?
Right, alright. The bike.
The investigator reads Joyce from Miranda.
Tremendous. Always confident, stable, good relationship, good match. Yeah. She's my best friend in the whole world. Yeah, that's good.
His alibi: stayed home watching TV, playing video games, a minor argument over money, no visitors, no one left.
Okay, so the reason we're here is obviously the reason why we responded to your apartment and everything. So we just want to hear everything that happened. Try to leave out no details, just from the very beginning to us right here at the table, just walk us through the entire day. Right. Go even further back, when you first woke up, just tell us everything that happened. 24 hours or so. Yeah. Okay. Let me think. So, me and my fiance woke up. We usually go into the living room, watch a little bit of Family Guy or something like that on TV. You guys early risers or? No. We woke up at 11:30, 11:45. Where is she? Was she working? Yeah, she works. She works at she's the assistant manager up at that Rocket Fizz, that little candy store on the square. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we woke up, watched a little bit of TV, played a little bit of Red Dead Redemption, made a little bit of food, took out some trash, cleaned up the apartment a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty much all we did. We watched TikToks and YouTube shorts all day. Kind of chill Christmas. Yeah, week. Pretty much. Yeah, just hung out.
Mute your TV? No.
So she didn't work today? No, she didn't work today. You didn't have to work today? No, I didn't have to work today. How old is Haley? She is 21. She just turned 21. And how old are you? 20. Well, okay, so we're watching TikToks, and then we took a shower. What time did you take a shower? Said probably 6-ish. Did y'all eat anything? No. You didn't have any breakfast or lunch? No. Did she play the games with you? Yeah, she plays Red Dead with me. Okay. She's not very good at it, but she tries. What about after that? I guess we got in a argument over bills or something like that. I guess it was had to have been bills. And then like, I went in the other room and she like followed me in the other room and she was like persisting about the bills. And I was like, it's okay, like I know that my job hasn't been like exactly covering your end, like, cause she does pay like a bit more than I do.
Were you drinking this weekend or were you drinking today?
Well, I mean, I've had like a beer or two, but that was it. Like, yeah, it's not like I
Any type of
out of it.
smoking any weed or anything?
No.
We don't care. We're just asking
No.
questions.
No, trust me, I don't do that.
You don't smoke weed?
No, not anymore. I did when I was a kid, but not anymore.
I'm back, guys.
No. Nobody smokes weed? No. Okay. After the argument? Pretty much I just remember, like, did you talk to an officer? Not initially, but when I heard the knock at the door, obviously I go, check and see. Then I talked to him. Who was it he talked to? I don't know his name or anything. Did you talk to a male or a female? I believe it was a male. A police officer in uniform? I believe so, yeah. What do you remember about, like, your interaction with the police and everything? I remember they were like, what happened? And I told them what happened. And then they were like, okay, well, let me just get your hands behind your back. And I was like, okay. So I put my hands behind my back.
But then came a red flag. Brooks described her injuries as much milder than they actually were.
She was like screaming at me and she was like hitting me. And I was like, well, what do you like need? And then she like came at me and fell and then like busted her like lip open. I picked her up and I was like, are you okay? Like, what the fuck? And she was like, yeah, I'm fine. And like started pushing me off. And I was like, no, like, come here. Like, are you okay? Like, blah, blah, blah. And I started crying and shit because like I never really seen her like bleed like that. And I got her all over myself. I was like trying to hold her up like this. The police were there talking to you? Yeah, that's when they like came to the door. So I go into the door and it was police. Okay, so you're not under the influence of anything? No. Alright, so I'm kind of confused. So do you know what happened tonight to your fiance? No, really, no. Do you have any weapons or anything in the house? Oh yeah, I own a shotgun. Okay. I saw a holster. Is there any other guns? No. That's for an old BB gun that I had. Where's the shotgun? It's leaned up against the wall by the TV on the, I guess, right-hand side. Okay.
Miranda rights were read. This was no longer just a conversation. It was a criminal investigation.
And you know how the law is. We're just trying to figure out what happens. So we're going to go ahead and, just because we want everything for the rights and everything to be good, go ahead and read your rights, okay? Okay. So, as it says, this is Miranda rights. So I'm just going to read this out to you, and once I'm done with it, I'll ask you to understand, and then you say if you do or not. You're not under the influence of anything? No. Okay. Except for a couple of beers. Yeah. Does she take any medication or anything? She used to, but not anymore. You know what it was? I can't remember the exact name of it, no. You know what it was for? It was for like anxiety and like depression.
When asked about weapons, Brooks admitted owning a shotgun, but insisted it wasn't loaded. That's when police tightened the net. Brooks got defensive, denied everything.
You mentioned you hunt and you have a shotgun and everything. Where do you store that typically? Where do I store it? Yeah. Oh, like I said, it's like, so you come in and then right there is my TV with like the entertainment system. Uh-huh. And then like on the right hand side of it is like leaning up against the wall, like unloaded. Okay. Yeah, just like leaned up there. What, it's unloaded you said? Yeah. Is it unloaded now? Yeah. Where do you keep the ammo at? Do you have any ammo? Yeah, I mean, well, little bird shot, that's all I got, because I only hunt turkey with it and squirrels and stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's not gonna take down deer with that thing. Yeah, no, definitely. Where do you store it at? I store it in my little office, like the opposite side of the house. I have that little office space. Okay. How familiar is Haley with the shotgun, and does she hunt at all? No, she doesn't hunt, no.
Doing okay, brother. How about you?
Does she shot the guns at all or anything? No, she's never shot.
Detectives grew suspicious. The timeline didn't match. Someone had called 911 before Brooks claimed to have reacted. His story began unraveling.
I have issues with the timeline because when we went out there, it wasn't around 8 p.m. It was later. Okay, yeah. See, like I wasn't looking at the clock, so I was like just guessing at what time it was. And then We didn't show up because of your guys' fight. So you didn't talk to anyone else besides it was just you and Haley arguing. No one else came up there and talked to you. No one came in your apartment.
No, you know we talked to the neighbors, right?
Yeah, I'm sure you probably did. No, not that I remember. You didn't knock on any doors? No. Why would I knock on someone's door? That doesn't even make any sense. Do you know, like, how long ago from that little conversation did that happen? Must have been like 20 minutes, about 20, 25. Where did she do it at? In the bathroom. Did you see it happen? No. Is there blood in the bathroom? I don't know. How about she busted it? Like, was it? I mean, it was like bleeding enough to get on my shirt, like, because I was holding her like this, and I was like, Jesus Christ, what the? She was like, no, like, don't worry about it, like, blah, 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 pushing me off, and like, I was like, dude, like, come here, like, let me clot the blood for you, you know?
So, what kind of beer did you drink tonight?
Guinness.
Yeah, how many did you have?
One and a half.
How much marijuana did you smoke tonight?
None.
When was the last time you had marijuana?
Probably like 2 weeks ago.
There's bombs and stuff all in your house.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean I smoke.
I'm just asking. I mean, I'm trying to figure out, because nothing you're telling us is making sense. I'm trying to figure out, I mean, here's the deal. Are you under the influence of
Thank you for the follow, brother.
something, or do you think we're stupid? I can't figure out which one you did.
Either one. I don't think you're stupid. I'm not under the influence of anything. I'm just saying, like, I don't understand why I'm even sitting here right now.
You don't understand why you're sitting here. We have blood all over you. How did that happen?
Yeah, because she busted her face, dude. I told you.
Was she standing up and crying on you?
Yeah.
She was?
Yeah, and then she, like, sat down on the futon, and I was holding her like this.
So when did the gun go off?
What gun?
Okay, you don't play games with me.
What gun?
The shotgun.
It never went off. You can go test it for forensics right now, dude.
That will happen.
Huh?
That will happen.
Then police dropped the truth. Haley is dead. Brooks broke down, cried, collapsed. But was it real grief, or the final act in his performance?
Am I free to go?
No.
No? Am I being detained?
Yeah.
Okay. For what?
Go ahead and tell me.
Well, Haley's deceased. What? What the f*** are you talking about? What? What?
And you did this.
What? What are you talking about? Haley is just... Wait, you better not be lying to me right now, dude.
I'm lying on that.
Bro, what the f***? Are you serious? God, dude, what the f***? What happened? What is...
That's what we're trying to understand. We just came in here trying to figure out what happened.
Dude. This is a joke?
I'm gonna joke about this.
What the f*** are you guys talking about right now? You're telling me Haley is dead?
Yes.
Dude, you gotta be kidding me right now. Like, you guys have to be kidding me right now. There's no way.
Look, man, I'm not behind this, okay? I'm not behind it.
Dude, that's the love of my life. You don't understand what the... Oh, what the... No. No, baby. Oh my God, that's my best friend.
Come on, man. Let's talk.
I can't. Are you serious? She's actually gone?
She's gone. And you know that.
Are you serious? You thing! You. I never would do anything to hurt her. She is my everything! Shut your face, dude. Honestly, I'm so sick of you. And you know that. Know what the f*** I did? Why the f*** would I know that? Asshole? You.
face, man.
Shut up! You. Look. Stop the charades. My f***ing fiance is dead right now. You want to say stop
coming out of your mouth.
I don't give a what you think, buddy.
There's nothing.
I don't give a shit what you think.
You're not crying.
Oh, you're not.
There's nothing here. Nothing has been the truth.
What happened to her?
Nothing's been the truth.
Especially not coming out of your fat mouth.
You were the last person to see her alive. You were in the apartment with her. Whatever happened. We need you to tell us the truth.
Okay, buddy.
I mean, I'm just honest.
Where did you get your detective lessons?
You haven't been honest. Okay.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I haven't been honest. I haven't been honest? You just told me my fiance was dead! And you want to tell me I'm not being honest? You go, your mother, mate. You go, shut the up. You tell me I'm not being honest one more time again. I'm telling everything I know. I cannot stand you. What the dude? Shut the up. Don't even talk to me, dude. Get the out of here. Just go. Let me have the good cop phone.
Brooks unraveled, slamming the table, ripping off his shirt, scratching at his skin.
Want some tacos with potatoes?
Right now.
Not hungry?
Mm-mm.
Are you under the influence of anything? I'm trying to make any sense of this because nothing.
You just told me my fiance is dead,
And you're like, wait, I haven't seen a tear come out of your eye. So the thing is,
because I don't believe you. To be frank, I really don't. I seriously I don't.
it's just a.
How am I supposed to know that it's the truth?
Okay, because even at a police station, we don't play around.
Yeah, y'all do.
No, we don't. Anyway, can I get you some more water or anything?
No.
Need a snack or anything?
No.
Alright, why don't you just relax, comes over for this, we'll come back and talk to you in just a little bit, okay?
Still, there were no traces of gunshot residue, no direct witnesses, no surveillance footage. And just like that, he escaped a murder charge. Brooks was ultimately convicted of concealing a death, lying to police, and obstructing justice. He was sentenced to 11 years in prison. Haley's family wept in court. For them, this wasn't justice. No solid.
This is 32-year-old Bianca Ellis. She's casually holding a kitchen knife, stalking a mother and her 3-year-old child through the supermarket. Just minutes after the mother heads back to her car, Bianca strikes.
Bianca, what you doing?
911, what is your emergency?
There was a child. He's bleeding all over the place. We're at North Homestead Giant Eagle.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
You have a pulse. They collapsed over here, and the lady just continued to walk off.
By the time officers reached the scene, it was already too late for the victims, and Bianca was on her way to kill again. On June 3, 2024, 32-year-old Bianca Ellis would make her way to the North Olmsted police station with her wheelchair and suitcase. Bianca is seen entering the building, where she spoke briefly with a few officers at the front desk. After just a few minutes, Bianca turned around and left the station. Unbeknownst to anyone at the time, this seemingly ordinary interaction would become the catalyst for a shocking, brutal crime. Bianca decides to ditch her wheelchair and walks just across the street to the Volunteers of America thrift store. Here she comes up with a disturbing plan. Bianca walks to the kitchen aisle, straight for the knives. She looks through them all before she picks one up, steals it, and heads for the exit. A staff member at the thrift store even sees Bianca trying to leave, directs her to the exit, and opens the door to let her downstairs. Somehow, no one notices what Bianca has done or what she is holding. Bianca decides to head next door to the Giant Eagle supermarket. Even more strangely, she attacks a pole with the
It's that old school RuneScape
knife. CCTV cameras then catch Bianca entering the supermarket, passing by many innocent shoppers. She scans the area, looking for a target to attack. Devastatingly, it would only take Bianca a few seconds to find the most innocent victims. A defenseless mother with her child. Unfortunately, still, nobody had noticed Bianca holding the knife as she closely followed the family outside and into the car park. Bianca had brutally attacked both the mother and her son. 3-year-old Julian was attacked in the face and back while he was sitting in the grocery cart. When his mother, Margot Wood, tried to pull him to safety, she too was stabbed in the shoulder. People in the parking lot heard the commotion and screams, and soon 911 calls began pouring in.
911, what is your emergency? There is a child. He's bleeding all over the place. We're at North Olmsted Giant Eagle.
There's a lady with a knife stabbing somebody in the north. Where? The Giant Eagle.
Someone just stabbed a kid and a lady in the parking lot.
Officers rushed to the scene to save the victims and stop Bianca from escaping. The scene was pure chaos, with people watching on in horror as police and ambulances arrived.
Get these off? So, yeah. Get that off. Good. Good. All right. Good? Let's go. Yes, all Westlake, guys. Let me know when you're ready. Ready? Let me know when you're ready. Let's get him on the car. Okay, let me know when you're ready. Here we go. Ready? I'm going to get you, ready? Go, go, go. Good, good, good. We're going to get our pads on. Okay. Okay.
Paramedics raced the boy to the ambulance, desperate to save him, while police scrambled to gather witness statements and figure out where Bianca fled before she could harm anyone else.
And just stab. Did she say anything? No, I didn't hear anything. I had my windows out. I didn't hear anything. All I heard was just screaming, and the lady grabbed her child up out the cart, and that's when it fell over, and they collapsed over here, and the lady just continued to walk off, and that's when everybody just kind of came out of nowhere. Yeah. And I got out. And one guy, he said, "What happened?" I said, "I don't know. I'm going to go look."
And being on this side, I hear a scream. I look back, and she's just dead. Yep, right down. Sir, do you have anything to do with this? I just saw a little bit of it. Come on over here. David's rolling. We got Luke washing his hands up. We have him grabbing his camera. We got to secure this area right now.
It was at this moment that Julian's father would arrive on the scene.
Is that your son?
Yes, Jim.
Okay, come here. We're going to have somebody take you to the hospital, all right? Okay, we're going to have you take you to the hospital, all right?
After the brutal attack, Bianca would flee the scene, but she wouldn't get far. One witness followed her briefly and saw where she went. He passed the information to police, helping them close in before she could get away.
Hey, where'd that female go? Do you guys have a stabbing at all?
Walking towards the ring road, black leggings, black top, she's got the legs with her. But this person said my caller said she could see her now. She's walking out towards Dover, closer to she put her legs up. So there's blood on the legs.
down flat on the ground. Lay down flat on the ground. Arms at your side, like you're
Crossfire.
211, I need a car to go help the kid. These are the first couple aisles.
Where's your cuffs? Get custody. Who's got cuffs?
Slow down.
Hold on.
Female that you have. She's in the first 3 rows, farthest north. Copy.
You gotta get her up. That's right there.
5217, I'm out.
We're gonna lift you up,
Yeah,
okay?
we're
Stand up, okay?
1, 2, 3, stand up.
Please.
Stand up. Come on.
En route. 14's en route, exit.
All right, let's put her back in the
Hang on,
car.
I'm gonna check her right here.
Let's go, Johnny, go.
Okay.
Fires and dispatch.
Walk it back this way.
52 LL3, I got 3 units.
Take a seat. We crank up the AC for you, okay?
I risked it, bro. Frick.
Thankfully, officers were able to locate and arrest Bianca before she could strike again. Now, officers had to figure out why Bianca had decided to carry out this attack. So police began by looking at her criminal record. This is where they would discover Bianca had been arrested just 2 months earlier for trespassing, but her motive behind this would be most interesting. On March 25th, 2024, Bianca refused to leave a hotel after failing to pay for a room. She later told police that she had done it intentionally, explaining that she had nowhere else to sleep and would rather go to jail.
Can I go to go to prison, because I don't have nowhere to go?
Well, you haven't done anything to go to jail.
But I don't have any money to have a bed to go to sleep in. I'm not even from here. I'm from Ohio.
And this wouldn't be the only run-in Bianca had with the police. Earlier that year, Bianca had talked about committing murder to a police officer. This incident took place at a woman's shelter in Cleveland, where she told the officer she used a gun to kill people in Bakersfield, California. But after seeing Bianca's odd behavior, the officers would ignore her outrageous claims and let her go. These events point to Bianca being a severely disturbed individual, driven by impulse and clearly detached from any sense of reality. Detectives would later discover the reason Bianca visited the police station earlier that day, to ask about cash she believed officers had taken during a previous arrest, but they told her they didn't have it or anything else to return. At the time, it seemed like a harmless exchange, but that brief encounter would turn out to be the catalyst for the horrifying crime that followed. As for Bianca's victims, 3-year-old Julian would tragically succumb to his injuries after being rushed to the hospital. His mother was severely injured, but ultimately made a full recovery. This seemingly random act of violence claimed the life of an innocent child and left his family traumatized. Bianca was arrested and taken into custody. She faces 10 felony charges for the homicide, but was ruled incompetent to stand trial. Ellis's attorneys pointed to her strange behavior in court and said her mental state made her unable to participate in her defense. Bianca was ruled unfit for trial and ordered to receive treatment and take medication. In February of this year, both prosecutors and defense lawyers agreed the treatment was working, allowing the case to move forward. The trial for Ellis is scheduled to begin July 14th. Prosecutors say Ellis could face the death penalty, but they're still reviewing the case and haven't decided her fate yet.
search GCUC. It's the name of the channel. And serve code. It's called Matt. I made started podcast so that I would basically discover I've been I know so what caused where God did. So, store. They do. Accepted. So, I grew up. Never
Feeling like I'm such a baby cause I'm on a block. She don't call me daddy, but I'll never call her mom. Feeling like I'm dead girl cause I'm never wrong. I got tunnel vision, I need that prescription. Couldn't run it up without me, but they never.
I'll take you fucking niggers. If one thing frozen. Snacks. Oh yeah. Everything.
Oh, you just want to eat it yourself. Oh.
Don't want love, I need 100, that's my fucking mission. Your shorty was a def, she wanna get it kicking. She for the team, don't laugh, it's bad. You're mad you couldn't chase this bag. Stick to the team, I never lack. We gon' fix it in post, so start it back. 2 kings, midways, going crazy. Linking up with Angel, listen to Summer Shady. Going outside, couldn't beat me lately. Douse my house in gasoline, I'm blazing. Pull up out behind her, I'm watching. I don't care if you call me a stalker. 3 a.m. I'm outside, I'm walking. Out here striving, I'm just looking for some water. Nova gang, we creeping, yeah we lurking. I'ma ride, I'ma die for my brothers. Hit the gas, then speed off, I'm racing. Ran into a pole, pulled a Paul Walker. I don't care if I'm evil, I'm a scumbag. Walk up in the house like I owned it, cause I'm up next. If you text me, don't expect me to reply back. I don't wanna talk, I'm rather awkward and I'm off track. Shoot a flare in the sky to show some victory. I'ma blow up with all my brothers right next to me. Hit the spot and make it go down in history. Took a pill, I'm shaking, I'm nervous, I'm jittery. I made my money, made it faster. I don't got no pity for you bastards. I was so busy, took a pic, you better ask her.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with super reliable internet speeds, you're always front row to the entertainment you love.
Man,
So I bought
thank you for the gifts.
every single Nintendo Switch 2 launch game. And I mean every single physical game that you'll find on the shelf, game key cards and all. I don't think I would ever have bought every launch game if it wasn't for A, being a YouTuber, and B, having a serious problem. I have spent the last week or so playing pretty much all of these as much as I can. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't finished them all. So this isn't so much an in-depth review of each of these games, but how each one performs and runs on the Switch, and then a little bit about the game and why maybe you should buy it if it sounds interesting to you. Also, if you are new here, this eye isn't usually ballooned up like this. I have a sty that I get whenever I'm overly tired and stressed because I'm rubbing my eye all the time. Why am I tired and stressed, you might be asking? Well, I've already mentioned my new son once, and also the Switch 2 just came out, and I'm making a lot of videos, so subscribe. First up is Yakuza 0, and it's first not only because it's one of the more impressive ports of a game to this console, both technically and also content-wise, but because they're sponsoring the video. Yeah, that kind of worked out perfectly. You might have heard this leading up to Switch 2 launch, but yeah, Yakuza 0 was being used as one of the bars for how great Switch 2 was looking because it was actually performing and running and resolutioning better than the PlayStation 4 Pro version. Because docked, you're hitting that actual 4K at 60 FPS. It even has updated textures with a higher resolution than before. And in handheld mode, it does drop down to 1080p 720, but you're still getting that 60 FPS. And I absolutely love Yakuza games. Yakuza 0 is also canonically the first game, so if you've never played a Yakuza, this is actually the best place to start day one on Switch 2, which is perfect. So Yakuza 0 is one of the best Switch 2 launch games because it adds 25 extra minutes of new cutscenes, a new online multiplayer mode, and an English dub added for the first time. Yeah, I kid you not, if you're a fan of the series or even this game, there is so much extra content in the Switch 2 release, and I love when developers actually work on adding content to a Switch port rather than just throwing the game on the console. The combat is what this series is known for, as it's absolutely visceral fun, and it has seemingly endless side missions and experiences. And this is because the full title of the game is Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. I can't gas it up enough, and it's not just because they're sponsoring. I love Yakuza games. They are so wildly popular for a reason, and I just love that this Switch 2 version has extra content and runs better than it does on the PlayStation 4 Pro. So if you want to check out the game, and you really should, I'll leave links down below. Click on that and go check out Yakuza 0 Director's Cut on Nintendo Switch 2. You can get it on the eShop or in stores like I did. Thank you, Yakuza, for sponsoring. We'll keep going. We should definitely talk about Mario Kart World next. And I will keep it brief because I've already made a whole video on my channel talking about this game, and you can go and watch that. But if it's your first time here, this is obviously one of the best performing games on the console because Nintendo made it themselves. In fact, they wanted to make this Mario Kart on the last Switch, but the Switch 1 couldn't handle it, so they had to wait to launch it with Switch 2. The reason why the Switch 1 couldn't handle it? This bad boy has 4K visuals, 60 FPS, and in handheld mode, it's 1080p and 60 FPS. You really couldn't ask for any better other than maybe 120 FPS, which this doesn't do, even though someone at the Nintendo New York experience told me that it does. And I thought that it did because of that, and they apparently were just wrong. But my friend Bob did some testing on the frame rate, and he said there's a weird smoothing effect that happens when you're playing in handheld mode that actually makes it look like it's running faster than 60 FPS even though it's not. This game does some magic wizardry and just looks phenomenal. It is still so weird to me to load up a Nintendo-made game running on Nintendo hardware and even just see the cuts in high fidelity, clean visuals, light glistening off of the tailpipes. Like, it's just not what I'm used to with Nintendo. It really does feel like their version of next gen, and I love it. While it obviously has the traditional Grand Prix mode, you can also just go explore all of those tracks in the big open world that they're all sat in. That's the big draw to this one, as well as the new knockout mode, which comes in because it's an open world with all the courses connected. Now you have to try and beat other people to checkpoints and not be at the back of the pack, or else you'll get knocked out of the run early. The best way I can equate it is almost like a Fortnite Battle Royale version of Mario Kart. This is the flagship launch game, and if you're looking at getting a Switch, chances are it comes with the console in the bundle, and if it doesn't, you're probably gonna want to get it. But get it in the bundle because it's not $80 in the bundle. Nintendo's other published games on the console, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Obviously, these games came out on Switch 1, and if you've already bought them, you can upgrade to these new versions on the Switch 2 for just $10 without having to buy them again, like I clearly did. Or if you pay for the most expensive expansion pack, Nintendo Switch Online, which also gives you access to GameCube games and a bunch of other rewards, you'll get these expansion packs for free in that. So yeah, you really don't have to go out and buy these unless you don't already have them, or, as I said earlier,
Wait, if you were detained at any San Bernardino juvenile detention facility, such as High Desert or Gilbert Street, this is the money glitch that's getting former detainees properly compensated. San Bernardino juvenile detention staff allegedly failed to properly protect youth from abuse, putting your safety at risk, and now a landmark lawsuit is forcing them to pay victims of sexual abuse and mistreatment. This isn't just talk. Under California law, over 600 former detainees have already filed lawsuits against state agencies. ABC News, Fox, CBS, and Associated Press are covering this because it's following the exact same pattern as the Catholic Church and Boy Scouts cases, where victims received up to $2.7 million each by first filling out a simple qualification form. Here's what most former detainees don't realize. If you've experienced...
I just came from 5 stores. Why didn't you tell me what snacks you needed? Name one.
I wanted to go to the store, not have you shop for me.
You want to go to grocery outlet?
Yeah.
Well, let me eat. Walmart's expensive.
Yeah.
They have what you need at grocery outlet or not?
Yes, yeah.
What about the Dollar General? Or you want to go to grocery outlet?
Grocery outlet's better.
Okay. 1 hour.
Alright.
Bought you Ritz Bits too. Everything. Hot, cheap, hot. I'm gonna get them Friday because $99. Buy them now, they're $5.99. That's why I tried to save money.
Get Post Malone flavor.
Oh, they're already gone. Now they're doing the Selena one.
unless you have some kind of problem. So no matter how you play these games, handheld or docked, you're going to get 60 FPS.
You make a lot of GP doing this? Not really.
Yes, which is incredible playing.
Kinda, yeah, we PK'd 30 mil.
In these games in such a high frame rate, and then docked you're going to get upscaled 4K, I believe at 1440p, and then in handheld mode it's going to have native 1080p. These games utilize 120Hz support, HDR, as well as variable refresh rates, so it's doing a lot of magic to make these games look and play so well. And as someone who, and don't tell Nintendo, not like they already don't know, has emulated these games before in 4K and 60 frames, this is a much better way of doing that. It's also nice just to play the official games on the official hardware. I mean, you even get connectivity with mobile phones and the Nintendo app now, so that you can do things like have an in-game GPS or even send items to friends or hear voice notes around the world. There's a ton of extra features using the mobile app. Now, for some reason, leading up to launch, a lot of people like to compare the Switch 1 to Switch 2 versions of Breath of the Wild and say, oh, look at this generational upgrade from Nintendo. That's not really how that works. You can't just take an older game and throw it on better hardware and expect it to look different. It's still the same game. It's just gonna run better and have better resolutions. That's exactly what we're seeing here, and it's a huge upgrade. Before we go down Game Key Alley, let's take out one game that did not utilize a game key and instead is an actual cartridge, which I've taken out of here, so you'll have to believe me. But also, they even have a little pamphlet manual instruction booklet in here, which I am a huge fan of. So even though this isn't a game key card release, it did actually take 20 minutes to install the game over Wi-Fi, which I thought was weird at first, and then I learned that the cartridge that comes in here is actually the Switch 1 version of the game on a red cart that proxies the Switch 2 upgrade just when you stick it into your console. It just does it automatically and it upgrades to it. Now, you might be thinking that's weird, but it's actually kind of cool, because it means if you take this Switch 2 red cart and put it in your Switch 1, it works. So this is yet another 60 FPS game in both handheld and docked. The Switch 1 version is only 30 FPS and a very low resolution, and that Switch 2 version really does feel like we've just upgraded to a PlayStation 4 Pro or Xbox Series S, and suddenly everything is clean, crisp, and so much better. So this game is the next mainline entry in the Rune Factory series, and it takes a farming sim and an action RPG gameplay and even a narrative-driven post-apocalyptic setting and just kind of smashes it all together. You can kind of think of this game as like Stardew Valley meets Breath of the Wild. Kind of. Okay, we gotta get into some of these game key cards now, starting with Street Fighter 6. So from what I've experienced in the arcade fighter mode, I had no problems, baby. This game looked phenomenal, and it runs at a very steady 60 FPS. And I don't think people appreciate what we came from to what we have. The Switch 1 launched with Street Fighter 2 Remix, the Super Nintendo version. This one's launching with Street Fighter 6 in 60 FPS. I mean, the Switch 1 couldn't even handle the last Mortal Kombat. Everything about this console is feeling like such a huge, obvious upgrade. So messing around with this arcade mode and 1v1 fights is super fun and runs really well. It's the Hub World story mode where you actually take control of characters and walk around and meet other characters. That mode, for some reason, runs at 30 FPS. It chugs a little more, and visually it's not as appealing. I'm not really sure why these two modes feel so separated. I suppose one's easier to handle than the other, but I still think the Switch 2 should be able to handle both, so I'm not really sure what happened here. Besides the point, though, you might have gathered that this fighter is more than just a traditional fighter. It has a whole single-player mode that you can dive into with a story, and actually a ton of other modes as well. If you're new to fighters or you haven't played many, I gotta say Street Fighter is probably my favorite traditional fighting game. One of the launch games that I have to talk about, because it's a launch game, is Hogwarts Legacy. Now, there's a lot of controversy around this game, and I don't usually love talking about it or exposing it too much, but unfortunately, it is a prime example of how good the Switch 2 is, because we have a direct comparison with the Switch 1 version that only just released last year. That while it was a technical marvel that it was even on the console, and shout out to whoever had to port that, it was ugly, and it ran at like 20 FPS, and they had to do weird fixes to it to make it even work on the console, like separate the open world into load screens. But thankfully, that's one of the first things that has been completely removed and unrestricted in this Switch 2 version, as well as a huge boost in quality. As I said, the Switch 1 version could barely hit 20 FPS. Here, we're at a much more rock-steady 30 FPS, and visually, the whole game is just reinvented. It is the most stark side-by-side comparison I think we have. It really truly is a whole new game. At first, it didn't look like we were getting any kind of upgrade path, but there is one. If you already have the first one and you want to upgrade to this new one, you can. And funny enough, if you don't want to, Switch Up ran some tests of the Switch 1 version, just brute forcing it on the Switch 2 with no upgrade, and it actually fixes the frame rates to back to 30, but the game is still butt ugly, so I would not recommend that. Keen observers might have noticed there is actually one game missing from my physical collection, and while I have ordered it from GameStop, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD doesn't arrive until the weekend, and I wanted to film this video already. So this is the one game I personally haven't tried yet, but I will have tried it before this video comes out, and if anything I say is off base, I'll make an edit. I'm just gonna go by what I've seen online and what other people are saying about this one. It's also a game key card game. This game is a HD remaster of a 3DS game, so the side-by-side comparisons are fairly obvious, and with this game being such a cult classic and one of the most beloved JRPGs of all time, it's pretty safe to say that this new enhanced visual and performing version is well overdue and also very welcomed. It's locked at 60 FPS now. It has a wider aspect ratio, enhanced visuals. As I said, this is one of the most highest rated JRPGs of all time, and I think it's really an underlooked gem on this launch cycle because the remaster is new. This is a new game for the Switch 2 launch, but this is a special release that it gives players something different on launch day, a little bit of nostalgia and a little bit of new. I love that the Switch 1 released with Puyo Puyo Tetris and the Switch 2 released with Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. I don't love that it's another game key card. Guys, It's Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. It's a puzzle game. If you've played Tetris, you know that whole side of it, but they mash it with another puzzle game called Puyo Puyo. It's an enhanced sequel built for the Switch 2, bringing back the chaotic fun of Puyo Puyo and Tetris with sharper visuals, faster load times, and brand new gameplay modes. It's a puzzle game. You see it. You get it. Hitman is a special one, and yeah, it's a game key card. I'm sick of saying that, but it is a special release on the Switch because this is the first game that we have that was on Switch 1 via the cloud service that actually has a... well, I don't want to say physical, but an actual non-streaming online release. Not only does this have that Hitman 3 cloud-based game, but not cloud-based anymore, it also has Hitman 1 and 2. Docked, you're getting 1080p with unlocked frame rates bouncing between 30 to 60 FPS. Handheld, you're getting 720 with unlocked frame rates between 30 to 50 FPS. And you might be thinking that seems a little lower than some of the other games we've talked about, and it is. I mean, Hitman is a fairly demanding game visually, but I think one of the biggest things that bogs it down is it's known for having insane, giant, dense crowds of people. That's kind of one of the coolest niches of the game, is that you're playing this stealth game and there can be up to 100 other NPCs on the screen at any time, which is pretty taxing on hardware, especially something like the Switch. But regardless of the resolution, you have those high dense crowds, you have high frame rates, and you have really clean visuals that are actually really impressive to see. I mean, we're seeing real-time shadows here, reflections, lighting effects, higher quality textures, things that you would typically get stripped out of Switch ports, they're now here. It is a really pretty game on the Switch 2. I do feel like, considering I've seen games like Cyberpunk and what they can do when they're fully optimized for the console, this does feel more like a port that was just drag and dropped onto the system, and they're just allowing the Switch 2's new raw power to just brute force its way through playing this game. It's not super well optimized. I think they
Is he peeking in audio?
could have pushed it further, but the Switch 2 is getting this game to look and run really good, so I guess I can't complain. There isn't any new content here that I could find other than a DLC code that comes in the box for a Mario and Luigi themed outfit, and I accidentally leaked these codes in my last video before I got a chance to use them, so whoever beat me to that, I hope you're enjoying them. If you're sick of hearing me talk about game key cards on each one of these, don't worry, I got something even worse for you. I love Split Fiction. I love the game. I love the developers. That whole dev team is dedicated to making fun and unique co-op experiences, and I'm absolutely here for that. However, you know what's different from this box to any of the game key card boxes? Yeah, that's right. This one doesn't say game key card. So I didn't think it had a game key card, and it doesn't. What it does have is a download code in the box. It doesn't have a cartridge at all. Nothing. It's a code. It's a code. Two things here. One, you might be thinking, what? But there is that white. But yeah, I wasn't looking for that because I was looking for that. And second, why would they do this when a game key card is essentially the same thing? A bit of plastic. Just get the game key card. That's the whole point. Well, besides that, I have played it, and it's really impressive when you compare this game to PlayStation 5, for example. Really, again, showing off what the Switch 2 can do, and even this game is fairly new. This game only came out in the last year. It's up for Game of the Year this year. I do feel like this is possibly another Hitman situation, though, where they just kind of drag and drop to the game on the console because there's no extra content. It doesn't feel super optimized. It's only running at 1080p 30 FPS, and I do feel like this game could push a little more than that. Another telling sign is that the download is 75 gigs, meaning it's a bigger download than most of the games we're looking at today. That's a telltale sign that the game isn't really been optimized for the console. But regardless, it is still an extremely fun game. You play as a fiction writer and a fact writer who go to work at this company to essentially sell their stories. And this company has this weird device where you can plug in, you can jack into the Matrix and actually live the stories that you write. But they end up getting mixed into the same jacked in, and they start bouncing between a broken system of just both their stories flip-flopping from one side to another. You never know what to expect, and it's a wild fun.
Brought to you by Rogue.
Come on!
Right. Who would have guessed it?
Are you playing both clients? Yeah, I'm playing both clients.
You gotta go fast into another game key card. I said I wouldn't talk about it, but then I felt obligated to mention it every time. Sonic and Shadow Generations. This is the only game that was on Switch 1 that now has a Switch 2 version that has absolutely no upgrade path. Meaning you just have to buy the whole game again, even if you literally just bought it on Switch 1, as this game is not that old. That is extremely disappointing, and I'm not sure why they did that. However, it's a very impressive port of the game. So the Sonic Generations part of it, which is an older game at this point, it's locked at 60 FPS and has 1080p, while the Shadow campaign, that's the new content, which, by the way, on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, the Shadow portion of this game could not be played at 30 FPS. You had to go to PlayStation 5 to get the performance and quality settings to actually hit 60. And guess what? On Switch 2, you of course have performance and quality settings, and the performance is of course 60 FPS. It looks fantastic in handheld mode. The load times are on par with the PlayStation 5 in Sonic Generations, and for Shadows Generations, not only are we getting the faster frame rates, but the load times are twice as fast as PlayStation 4 and Xbox. And if you haven't played these games, by the way, a lot of people, including me, consider Sonic Generations to be the last really good Sonic game. I would have nothing but good things to say about this if it wasn't for the no upgrade path thing really putting a damper on it. And finally, I mean it when I say I saved the best till last. While I have a storied history with Cyberpunk, and this is not in any way a review of the whole game, I want to play this start to finish. I want to juice it. I want to see everything they've changed and upgraded from the base game since I played it back all those years ago. I'm working on that. But this is a pretty heavy endorsement of the work they put into this Switch 2 port specifically, because by golly, it impresses me. To start with, you will notice this is a full art box, meaning it is not a game key card. Cyberpunk splurged on the full 64 gigabyte red cartridge from Nintendo, meaning the whole game is on the cartridge, which is a very rare thing to see these days across discs or cartridges for video games. Next, they actually added content on the inside of the case with a sticker pack and a pamphlet. That's more brownie points from me. Next, it contains all of the Phantom Liberty DLC, which notoriously was not even in the PlayStation 4 version because that console couldn't even handle it. Next, they worked so closely with the Switch and Nintendo leading up to launch. They have completely reinvented the control scheme, so you have traditional controls, you also have full mouse support, and even intuitive, weird and wacky Nintendo Wiimote motion controls. Everything down from having to reload your gun by twisting your wrist or to heal yourself by flicking up your left hand. I would still rather sit there with a controller. But I can't lie to you, as soon as I turn on those motion controls and the pinpoint aiming and all of that, I am blasting through the levels and the gunfights with such ease, and I'm landing so many more of my shots. It's just not my preferred way, but wow, if they didn't really make this work. The last thing that impresses me is obviously just the way the game looks on the console. It was one of the first things I wanted to show Kim, like an excited boy on Christmas. I booted up the game and I was like, Kim, look at this. And even she couldn't believe it. So you gotta remember, this game is very intensive, with most of my powerful handheld PCs not being able to run this game above 20 FPS. So you have performance and quality modes. Performance mode is gonna give you 40 FPS whether you're on handheld or TV, and quality is going to give you 30 FPS whether you're handheld or TV. The difference is when you're handheld, the performance mode's going to dip you down from 720, while quality mode's going to keep you at that full resolution 1080, and docked, weirdly they're both 1080. So I think in quality mode what it's doing is it's working on AI upscaling and making the resolution more consistent, while also just improving the overall visual quality and all of the textures and everything else that's happening around the world to make it look nice. There's a lot of conjecture on how this game actually runs and what the native resolution actually is and what it's AI upscaling to. But to be honest, what I can tell you is when I'm sitting there playing it docked on my TV, it looks phenomenal. And I play in performance mode just to get the extra 10 frames, and I still think it looks insane. It does not feel like something that should be running portably, that should be able to play like this. This Cyberpunk port is so exciting for so many reasons, because not only is it showing off what this console can do, but the possibilities for future ports and games. I will wait to give my future thoughts on the game until I've played more of it, but I have been very impressed with everything they've done for Switch 2. And that's it. That's every single Nintendo Switch 2 launch game, at least the
This is Officer Brady, Baltimore County Police. It's Officer Brady. Can I talk to you? It's Officer Brady. Can I talk to you? Can you come talk to me? I can't hear you real well. Can you come talk to me? I can't even get him out here. There's no point in even asking. You can see if they're available to monitor. Hang on here. I'm going to go around. Actually, real quick, let me try to call the complainant. See if the son picks up or whoever called. Hey, this is Officer Brady. Look. Hey, so we're, and just so you know, my camera's on, but we're at, and nobody's, we can hear him talking. No, we're out front. Do you want us to come around back?
Yeah, go around back. They were supposed to tell you to go around back.
Okay, didn't see that. I'll come around the back.
All right, thank you.
All right, no problem. Bye.
All right, bye.
Just, she said for us to come around back. I don't know if you want to wait here, and I'm going to go talk to her. Just hang tight. Hey, sir. Hi. What's he doing? What's he doing? What's going on? Give me 10-3. Give me 10-3. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Shots fired. Shots fired. Drop the gun. Drop. Come here. Come out. Come out. Come out. Come out. Come out with your hands up. Show me. I'm in the rear. Drop the gun! Drop the gun! man.
Oh my God! Please! What are you doing? You don't have nothing! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
46, I'm good. 46, I'm good. We got more shots fired. He's got a gun in his hand. He's in the house. Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Come out with your hands up! Hands up! Come out to me! Come out to me! Come out to me! Come out to me! Come out! Get it. You gotta get down on the ground, sir. You gotta get down on the ground. It's on the ground. We're getting him detained. Scene is safe. 3 minutes in now, around the back alley.
Alright, I'm gonna go get medic stuff.
Fuck. Sir, where are you hit? Oh, shit. Sir, where are you hit? Oh, shit. 46, he's got a gunshot wound. Loaded off. 3 sirens off. God damn it. Hold on, sir. We're gonna get you help. No, we're all good. No, it's not. I don't know. I don't know. Stop, stop, stop. Yes, officer involved. Stop, sir. We're gonna get you help. We're gonna get you help. I don't know if he's hit on any extremities. The only bullet wound I see is on his face.
Where?
Is there anyone inside? Hey! Is there anyone inside? No? Stop moving! GSW to face, have medics 1018. Next unit, I need you to help me through this house. Here, you hold him.
Hey, he was talking to me through the front. Clear the house with him.
He's got a gunshot wound to his jaw. I don't know if he's hit anywhere else.
You gotta cuff everything.
He's cuffed.
I got it. Let me know now. I take care of the gun.
Okay, I got you.
This is a Joel.
JP. The event.
We stand in this resort.
From Chicago.
Man, I just gotta.
We just trespass these guys. We don't want to trespass you guys, okay? So let's keep it simple. Don't yell.
They didn't call y'all, did they?
Okay.
So y'all telling us that.
You're the reasonable one. You're the reasonable one I can talk to, okay? Obviously, she's had too much to drink, okay?
I ain't drink yet. The bottle not even
I'm not talking to you. All right. So y'all need to go, okay? Somewhere else.
No,
all right?
we have a room right here.
All right. Can we make our way to the room? All right. Let's go to our room. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to talk to Hero.
Have a good night.
Mad ass cop, you a worker.
Yeah.
You a worker. That's your role model to your children.
You need to go.
No, she's finna go in her room.
Good way to go to jail with that.
I know.
Let's get
Go in the room, man. Damn, Spurs, go in the room, bro.
Go in.
We ain't got fans. We got bottom, but we ain't trying to.
Go inside. We don't have to get called out, okay? All right.
They're next. We gave you a warning, right? We told you if security heard that you guys are loud, that they were going to kick you out and to go to your room. But she wanted to act like a fool, so now security's here and they want him gone. So now you guys got to go. So I'm sorry that's the company you're keeping, but she caused you to have these problems. So now security wants you off the property. So let's go.
I will make sure mom party is in the room.
She pulled the pin on the grenade, okay? So we got to go.
She acted like a fool. This is what you get. Consequences. Grab your stuff and go.
This is an official trespass warning on body worn camera if you guys fail to leave.
I'm so sorry. I will beg you on my knees.
They want you out of here. They want you out of here. They want you out of here.
You want your stuff? Either you get your stuff or you're going to go. Let's go.
All right, you guys are being asked to leave.
Watch out, my daughter and that. Do not step foot in my daughter's room. Get away. Move now.
No, they are putting us
out. Do not put your hands on me. You get the away
You
from
are
my
being
room.
asked. You got 5 minutes to get your stuff and get out of here. Or you will go to jail for trespassing.
Hey, enough. Get your stuff out of here.
We're gonna
Get your stuff. Take it out.
Hang on.
You better leave me alone.
You gotta go.
I will calm everybody.
No, too late. You gotta go. They want you out of here, okay? That's their direction, not ours. They want her to go. They want you.
I'm sorry, but I will leave. Calm down. Let's calm down.
I got her. Hey, you don't see what you're doing? Please get off of my girlfriend. Back up. Step back. Bro, can you get this guy?
Babe,
Step back.
back up. Okay, babe.
Step back. Step back.
Listen.
Step back. Sir, just please step back. I'm gonna yank her out so we have more space.
Grab her arm.
Yep. Grab her arm.
I do.
Hey, flip over. I'm gonna flip over.
Hey, man, stop, man. Stop resisting, bro.
Stop. Hey.
Turn around.
Calm down. Stop putting y'all hands on her. Because I promise to God, we got millions of dollars and we will sue all you motherfuckers. If my baby end up hurt, bro, I'm sorry.
Babe!
She can't breathe. Sir.
She's yelling. She can breathe. She's yelling.
Please get off of her. She can't breathe. Please stop manhandling her, please. I promise to God, please.
And we out of time. Take my people.
I promise to God.
And we out of time.
Jesus Christ is the Savior. Jesus Christ is the Savior of my life.
Go ahead in the room.
Jesus Christ is the Savior of my life. Sir, you see how I am.
Listen. We try to work with you.
You are trying to destroy my family.
We're trying to work with you downstairs.
If you need me to do anything, I will do whatever you need me to do.
Man, y'all just snatching my wig off though, bro.
My girlfriend.
Listen.
Because I will sue y'all and y'all will not have a job. My family has money.
Please listen to me, okay?
My family
Are you
has
gonna let me
money.
talk?
What y'all do to find my daughter?
Why did you do that in front of your daughter?
Everybody talks to you before. Did you do that to them? Why would you do that? You don't want to hear me. Look, don't be mad at me no more. You can punch me in the face. I'm sorry. But I told both of y'all sorry. Let me go. You hurt. Ow! My arm. I just broke my arm. I just broke it and I came from the hospital. It hurts. Get in the car.
This is my family.
So I cannot go down there?
Not right now.
Okay. I don't know all y'all rules.
This is a free citizen of the United States. He can go wherever he pleases. He's not a criminal.
Come on. Are you going to do that with me? Seriously? What y'all need to do now is get your stuff out because y'all are being trespassed. Come over here.
Can you tell your officers to stop being so aggressive to me?
Listen.
Because I know my rights. And I can sue him and he can lose his job.
Are you going to let me talk?
Yes.
Okay. So can we get her name and date of birth? Let's start with that.
Is she been arrested?
She's in the car right now.
You guys were aggressive with her.
All
We
right.
can sue you in court.
Listen. Spare me the line, okay? I tell you what. Obviously, you don't want to talk to me anymore.
No.
You're not respecting me at all. Okay? You're threatening to sue me. I'm just trying to help you out. Okay? This is the deal here. You saw us down there. She was acting a fool from the get-go. And we started to walk away, but she kept carrying on and carrying on. They wish to have you all trespass. If you want an explanation, you need to talk to them when we're done here. Okay? Listen. Her actions led to this situation, okay? We just didn't show up because we were bored on a Sunday night and decided to, interact with you all. You all pulled up, she was acting a fool, okay? I'm just being real with you, okay?
I know.
Okay, you can say you're going to sue me, this, that, and the other. That's fine. I
can't be mad at you because, you probably have a family. Can we have one chance?
I think it's safe to say we're past the second chance, okay? So what we're trying to do is facilitate.
We have a room booked until Thursday. We're here till Thursday. We're celebrating my daughter's 9th birthday.
Yeah.
You hit me, you're going to jail. End of discussion.
Here's her ID.
Thank you.
I don't see why you can't say we were doing anything wrong. You're yelling. You didn't do anything wrong. I'll give you that. You were very cordial. But are you going to tell me that your fiance wasn't doing anything wrong? She was yelling and screaming and drunk. If you were the owner of this business, how would you feel? Let's keep it simple. All right. Let's make it so much in a timely manner. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and start packing.
What is power? The better question is, how much of it can you handle? In the GMC Sierra EV Denali.
Yeah. Don't do nothing crazy. Come here. Stand right here. Why'd you take off? Do me a favor. All right. Put your hands behind your back for me. Put your hands behind your back.
Like this. I don't want to go to
Get a
jail.
secure one.
I'm scared.
All right. Calm down. One secure.
Is you gonna hurt
You can
me?
resign normal. No. Come on. Get up.
Is you gonna hurt me?
No, you're all right.
I don't want nobody
All right, come
to
on.
hurt me. Please don't let nobody hurt me.
I'll take it back.
Is my
Everybody's
boyfriend locked
okay.
up and stuff too?
No.
Just only me?
Yeah.
So my baby is okay then?
Yeah.
Did you suffer anything in the woods or anything like that? Where
No.
you need... Okay, spread your feet.
mean like them things that poked me in the leg?
Well, well, unfortunately, I can't help the tree branches.
Can y'all hurry up and get this over with?
We were trying to.
No, that lady, y'all kept sending the lady in the car with me that don't even like me.
Get in the car.
Where was she? Right here?
We're not trying to babysit you. I'm just walking the same way. So.
No, I know. You've been nothing but respectful to me. Because if I had a problem, I would call 911. And I would want you to come.
I appreciate it. Tell John, same thing, okay?
I will.
All right?
I will.
All right. Good luck to you, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All
I'm
right.
sorry about it.
So,
I wouldn't say anything to incriminate her. But I know that God is protecting her.
Okay.
And I feel like you guys came at us in a pretty devilish way. So
Okay.
God will always prevail.
I hope you don't think I'm the devil. So.
I do. But I respect you because everybody has to feed their family. God will prevail. And that's who I have faith in, Jesus Christ.
All right.
He's the Lord and Savior of my life.
Oh, you'll be in my prayers, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right.
You will be in mine as well.
Yes, sir.
I know many of you guys probably watch this body cam footage and think I wouldn't do it that way, I would have done it this way. And I think that's good because at least you're thinking. And one of the craziest things about being retired is you kind of forget how fast these calls can spiral. And watching this footage brought back many memories. Because the tension involved with these calls when you're smack dab in the middle is different. Imagine being in full uniform, you're being respectful, professional, but you have to deal with somebody like Brianna. And honestly, that's when you figure out what you're truly made of. Because if you lose it, you will not last long in law enforcement. Because we all saw the attitude from Brianna, right? The defiance and the belief that talking louder makes you correct, when in actuality, it makes you annoying. Because some people always have to turn every call into a circus, and in my opinion, that's exactly what Brianna did. The twerking, talking even louder, she wanted to put on a full-blown performance, but I saw early where this was going. Some people actually live for this, and that has to be a sad existence. Now, on our channel, I will always give an honest analysis, and pretty much her husband kept it cool and respectful, but what happened next is totally 100% Brianna's fault. And some people in society feel that they have to consistently challenge authority because they were never taught respect for themselves or for others. And that's what happened here. Her actions were so over the top, it was almost comical. Now, this wasn't about race because so many people love to play the race card. And it wasn't about gender either. This was about choices. And Brianna did make the choice to get arrested, and I bet she wasn't twerking in that jail cell. And I've seen so many people throw their freedom away for a few seconds of pride. It's